Hello viewers, welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Grammar Check. In our edition of The Grammar Check today, we are considering phrasal quantifiers. A phrasal quantifier is a group of words that indicates the amount of something. Examples of quantifiers are a piece of, a cup of, a loaf of, and a slice of. Phrasal quantifiers are particularly useful when talking about non-count nouns. In our previous lesson, we talked about count and non-count nouns, and we realized that non-count nouns are uncountable and unmeasurable. It is through the use of phrasal quantifiers that non-count nouns can be made measurable. Now, phrasal quantifiers can be used in both singular and plural. For example, in singular, we have a cup of tea. So in bracket there, we have the non-count noun, and in front of the non-count noun, we have the phrasal quantifier. So the phrasal quantifier in that case is a cup of. In plural, we have 2 cups of tea. The second example, a loaf of bread. So bread is the non-count noun, a loaf of is the phrasal quantifier. In plural, we have 3 loaves of bread. We can also have a slice of bread, the plural, several slices of bread. Lastly, we have a piece of advice, in plural, pieces of advice. So phrasal quantifiers exist in both their singular and plural forms. Another thing to note about phrasal quantifiers is that inasmuch as phrasal quantifiers, we said, help make non-count nouns measurable, phrasal quantifiers can also be used with both count and non-count nouns. Allow me to draw your attention to the next table where we have count noun on one column, then the other column we have non-count noun. The first example there, we have the phrasal quantifier being used a lot of students. Student is a count noun. In plural, we have students. So we have a lot of as a phrasal quantifier being used with the count noun students. Used as a non-count noun, we see the same phrasal quantifier a lot of being used with water, a lot of water. The second example, we have a pile of as a phrasal quantifier on column A being used with books, a pile of books, which is a count noun. Then non-count noun, we see phrasal quantifier, a pile of, being used with wood, which is a mass noun or an uncount noun. Very first, let us consider an exercise on phrasal quantifiers. But before that, thank you very much, viewers. Thank you very much for those who have subscribed to this channel. If you are watching us for the first time, remember to subscribe. Again, you can give us that thumbs up so that our videos can be recommended for more viewers and more people can benefit from our content. Fast forward to the exercise on phrasal quantifiers. An instruction is given here for us to fill in each blank space with an appropriate phrasal quantifier. Like in number 1, we have, can you finish 5 dash soda? So sometimes I've heard people say that, can you finish 5 sodas? Soda is a mass noun, so it does not ordinarily has its plural form. We must use a phrasal quantifier to quantify it or make it measurable. So we can have a phrasal quantifier there. Can you finish 5 bottles of? Number 2, the organization donated several dash books. So we can say the organization donated several piles of books, or maybe any other appropriate phrasal quantifier that can be used there. Lastly, he was holding dash soil. So whatever phrasal quantifier we are going to include there should be a handful of soil that can be held in the hand. So maybe we can say he was holding maybe a lump of soil or any other appropriate phrasal quantifier. We also have a table with 2 columns on this end, and the instruction is that we are to match the phrasal quantifiers in column A with the right nouns in column B. Number 1, we have a bundle, so we will go through the nouns in column B to see the noun that can correspond to the phrasal quantifier. So we have rules, cotton, flowers, medicine, clothes. So we will have a bundle of clothes. We have the second one, a tube of. Looking at our nouns in column B, we can say a tube of toothpaste. Then number 3, we have a pinch of. On this column, we will have a pinch of salt. A rim of. Looking at the nouns on column B, we will say a rim of foolscaps. Then we have what many of us are familiar with, a dose of medicine. Number 6, we have a bale of cotton. Number 7, a blade of grass. Number 8, a bouquet of flowers. Number 9, a set of rules. And then number 10, we have a heap of rubbish. So there for you are the phrasal quantifiers in column A with their corresponding nouns in column B. Lastly, we are expected to construct a sentence using the phrasal quantifiers given below. One phrasal quantifier that has been given there is a sheet of paper. So someone can construct any grammatically correct sentence using the phrasal quantifier. For example, for a sheet of paper, we have this example. His words are stenciled in a sheet on a sheet of paper. Number 2, we have a lump of sugar. 3, a speck of dust. 4, an item of clothing. And then lastly, a ton of stones. You can give those ones a try, and if possible, you can construct your sentences and put them at the comment section for us to discuss the various examples that you've come up with. Thank you very much, viewers. Let us meet again in our next edition of the Quick Grammar Check. Thank you.